Welcome to today's video where we will be discussing triple candlestick patterns. But if you haven't checked my previous videos on single candlestick patterns, two candlestick patterns, and even before that, support and resistance areas, and even before that, the chart patterns, please go check them out first because they are mandatory and fundamental to be watched before you're watching this one. Then come here and check this one out. Candlestick charts are an important tool used in technical analysis, and understanding these patterns can help traders predict market trends and make informed decisions. I decided to make today's video a little bit different, so I am not in front of the camera. We will be diving right into the subject, but please stay tuned until the end of the video. Besides all the things which I wanted to talk about, I have a surprise for you in the end of it. You're gonna like it. Let's get started by exploring the bullish and bearish three-line strikes. The bullish three-line strike is a three-bar pattern that indicates a potential reversal in a downtrend. As you can see in the picture, there is a big green candle covering the previous three red candles. And this is the reason we can even use the word engulfing. If you haven't checked previous session on two candlestick chart patterns, you have to go and check that. We discussed all the things about engulfing candlestick patterns, how much important they are. So this is another type of engulfing, because one candle is engulfing not one candle before it, but three candles. So it means it is even more stronger signal. If you see that somewhere, you can be pretty confident as a confirmation signal that you can combine it, of course, with your trading strategy, whatever it is, that which we're gonna talk about a lot in the future, and go for a really nice buy or long position. Then on the other hand, we have the bearish three-line strike engulfing, and this is, as you can see, exactly the opposite of the bullish one. Let's waste no more time. Go to the chart and see how we can find them. Well, I found a really nice example on the chart. This is XRP USDT 5 minutes chart. This is an example for bearish three-line strike engulfing. I make this example, then you can go to your own chart and find as many examples as you can for both bullish and bearish. It doesn't matter. Only you need to encounter right supply and demand zones, or let's say support and resistance area. And if you don't know how to do that, I leave a link to the video which I talked about that previously, and I had a complete dedicated session about it down in the description, and later on in this video I'm gonna leave a link above so you have easy access to that. So this is the resistance level here. Previously we talked about in the single candlestick session 2 sessions ago. I told you that these patterns only matter and they give us good signals, or let's say confirmation signals, when they happen on supply and demand zones. So here is a resistance area, and then you can see it here. Let me zoom in. You can see it beautifully happened here. 3 small green candles, and then one candle is engulfing all of them. And then did the price go down? Yes, it did. So if we have our support level, which is supporting the price here, let me change the color to green, and then you could take a trade and have an entry here. Our stop loss would be here, and our take profit was here. And it was a profit of 3.2% of profit. And if we only use 10x leverage, it means timing our profit, and of course even loss if we lose it. In 10, it means 32% profit, which is crazy good. It is crazy good. Oh my God. So go to your own chart and find these examples, and you can just find the opposite example. Here it happened right after that. 3 small red candlesticks, and then 1 green is engulfing all of them. And if we took a long trade here, again just right after that trade and going long here. If we continue this all the way, and you see how beautifully we could take two trades, 130% here and 142%, almost 43% here. How much money you want to make? And then even if we just take a look at here, let me make it disappear for a moment. We had one double bottom pattern here, which I talked about previously. You have to check that video too. These are all giving us signals that, hey, go long, hey, go short. The chart is talking to us. Maybe you are a rookie, but you are not a beginner who doesn't know anything about the market in the first day. Just imagine when you first looked at this chart and you told yourself, oh my God, what are these all symbols? What are they telling us? And now you can see that they are talking to you. You are like a neurosurgeon looking at these kind of graphs coming from our brain and looking at, and you say, what are they telling this doctor? But they just take a look at them and say, okay, for example, someone has a tumor, or someone is okay, or someone has migraine. And you are becoming that neurosurgeon, that doctor in the hospital. You are the doctor of your own chart, so you can understand everything. Next are 3 white soldiers and 3 black crows. 3 white soldiers and 3 black crows are both triple candlestick patterns that are used to identify a potential reversal in a trend. 3 white soldiers are formed by 3 long bullish candles that close higher than the previous close. This pattern suggests that buyers have taken control and the trend may continue upward. In contrast, 3 black crows are formed by 3 long bearish candles that close lower than the previous close. This pattern suggests that sellers have taken control and the trend may continue downward. Now let's go to the chart and see some examples. You can see it beautifully here. See, 3 and in this case even 4 green candles. Before that we had 2 times giving us a good signal that the price tends to go up, and then it jumped up just like that. If we took a trade here or even here, put a stop loss here, and as you can see, it was with a 10x leverage, it was like 38%, almost 40% profit. If you see, I'm using profit and leverage. These are the things which we're going to talk and discuss later when we want to talk about how to work with exchanges and take our real trades. But now we are only paper trading. It means that we are trading with fake things. It is a fake trading. We're only trying to market watch, see how our analysis work. Let's pause here and take a more detailed look at the chart. Here's a really good example for what I've told you before. So this is our support area and this is our resistance area. I told you before, the signals and let's say candlestick patterns, they only work only on supply and demand areas, or let's say support and resistance levels. Here we have 3 white soldiers, right? 3 really big and strong candlesticks giving us a signal that the price tends to go up. But remember, 3 white soldiers are reversal candlestick patterns and they are bullish. It means they must happen on a support area like here, down here. If they happen on a resistant area, it means that they worth nothing. You cannot rely on them. How we can rely on them then later on when we want to talk about indicators and trading strategies and etc. We're going to talk about breakouts, fake breakouts, when support or resistance level is going to be lost, how we can determine that. But here and now, in this example, in this particular example, we have 2 times on this resistance level that you can see we have 3 white soldiers, but the price is not going up. Why? Because this is not the right place for them. 3 white soldiers or any other candlestick pattern or even chart patterns, which I talked previously, and I'm going to leave a link above here. I repeat, the bullish signals only happen and you can rely on them on support levels, on support areas, and vice versa. The bearish signals, you can count on them only on resistant areas. So if you see for example 3 white soldiers here or any other bullish signal, single bullish candlestick, double or even triple, and they are bullish signals and they are happening on a resistant area, they are not reliable. Do not take a trade. See, it happened here again. 3 white soldiers, but it's not 3 white soldiers. It's nothing. It's just looking like 3 white soldiers. It is a 3 white soldiers when we have 3 white, or let's say green candles, good candles, healthy candles. By healthy candles, it means that they are not doji candles and they happen on a support area. But here you can see this is the resistance area and we have 3 black crows, or let's say 3 red crows. And you can see how beautifully it worked. And before that, we have this beautiful bearish spinning top, which we talked previously in the single candlestick patterns. If you haven't checked that video, you have to check that. And even before that, here we have a hanging man. We have lots of signals here telling us, hey, this is a resistance level. I want to go down. So you only need to practice, go to different time frames, how to switch in between time frames and work with the trading view platform. Guess what? I made a video for that too. Just check the link above here. Go check that too. Switching between time frames, in between different assets, go to forex market, the stocks market, commodity markets, crypto market, and try to find as much as you can. Don't say, okay, I found 1, 2, it's enough. Go and find them. Believe me, you have to practice. You have to find support and resistance areas. And even if sometimes you see that you have pretty much good signals, 1, 2, 3 signals that they are telling you that the price tends to go up and it doesn't, see what was the reason. If I told you in the previous session the reason and you can determine that, so that's really good. You have to keep practicing. If you don't know and I haven't talked about that, just feel free to ask me in the comments below. Next is morning and evening doji stars. Morning and evening doji stars are also triple candlestick patterns that can indicate a potential reversal in a trend. The morning doji star is formed by a long bearish candle followed by a doji candle and then a long bullish candle. This pattern suggests that buyers are taking control and the trend may soon reverse. The evening doji star, on the other hand, is the opposite of the morning doji star and is formed by a long bullish candle followed by a doji candle and then a long bearish candle. This pattern suggests that sellers are taking control and the trend may soon reverse. See, this is our resistance level. Let me check the color, change the color to red. You can see how the price moved here. Just before that, which is this one here, this is the evening doji star. Just try to be, you are a smart person. If you haven't, you wouldn't choose to be a trader. So you're a smart person. Look for other definitions and signs on the chart too. So just right before that, let me put it like here. Right before that, we had a bearish spinning top here. And even if we combine it with the next candlestick, it wasn't a bearish engulfing too. So now we can see this evening doji star and we must be aware of the fact, all right, the price tends to go down. Did it go down? Yes, it did. And it could have made us really nice profit. There's our support level here. And let me change the color. If we took a trade here, just like that, and boom, it was a profit of, oh my God, it was 7%. If we use 10x leverage, it was a 70% profit. Can you believe that? How much time? Let me tell you. Just check below here. It's in black. Wednesday, 22nd March 2023. It was at the midnight and then it hit our target the same day, 4:40 a.m. in 4 hours, 40 minutes. You made 70% profit. Can you imagine that? So if you only entered this trade with $1,000, you would have made like $700 in 4 hours, let's say almost 5 hours. What kind of job you want to have to make this kind of money? But again, these are not enough for trading. Believe me, if you go to the market and you want to trade like this, you're going to wipe out your whole account. And then you're going to say, okay, he said it is all right. No, it is not all right. There are tons of things you need to know. Believe me, it is not as easy as this. I'm just going to the chart and trying to find some examples in some specific places in the market, but you have to be ready for any type of the market. If I just just zoom out. Look at this mess. We talked about this. This is for our previous sessions. Look at this mess. You have to be prepared for all of these movements, all of them. And it's not always moving the same, believe me. So as you can see down here, we have other 3 candle patterns too, like bullish abandoned baby, 3 outside up, 3 inside up. But these are rare and these are only the combination of other patterns. But you can just go to the market, go to your own chart, and if you're just checking out for other patterns, if you see them, let's see for yourself if they work out or not. In conclusion, understanding triple candlestick patterns like 3 white soldiers and 3 black crows, bullish and bearish tree line strikes engulfings, and morning and evening doji stars can be a valuable tool in predicting market trends and making informed trading decisions. Now it's time for my surprise for you. In the next session, I'm going to have a summary of the 5 previous sessions and combine all the knowledge that we've gathered together, like how to draw support and resistance areas, or let's say supply and demand zones, which is mandatory to know as beginning our trade. Then try to find, have an overlook, find some reversal or some continuation chart patterns. Then go in more detail and see some trigger points. What are the trigger points? Those are our candlestick patterns, whether they are single, double, or triple. Whether any of them are going to happen and we can encounter them and see them like a sniper, we can just shoot and go for a trade. But remember, we always have to use these patterns in conjunction with other technical indicators, which I'm going to talk in the next 2 upcoming sessions. And of course, we have to have a proper risk management, money management system, which is going to be covered in this course. And in the end, we're going to have summarized, or let's say several summarized trading strategies, which we're going to help us making really good money within this market. Thank you for watching. If you really like the content that I'm making for you, hit the subscribe button if you haven't yet, and share my videos with your friends so they can take the benefit out of this free professional course too. And please don't forget to leave a comment below if you have any questions, or just share your love with me, or tell me if you want me to cover something, talk about anything specific for you, or even if you think that I'm not talking good about something, try to help me to help you get better. Thank you. Bye-bye.